Hey everyone, I'm Jay. Today I'm going to attempt to do a first for this channel, and that is a light novel review of Overlord Volume 1. I know there's a few people out there who probably assumed I was never going to get around to doing this, but here we go. A few things before I begin. One, I'm going to ramble a hell of a lot because I'm a rambler. Two, there's going to be a hell of a lot of spoilers because we're doing light novel talk. So if you don't want to know about the light novel, get the hell out. And three, I am a horribly forgetful person, so if I say something that is wrong, either not in the anime or not in the manga, or just didn't even happen, please tell me because I would love to know. So, yeah, before I begin, I just want to say that I love the hell out of Overlord the anime. I thought it was a really well fleshed out story, characters are great, yada yada, unbelievable anime. After reading the first volume, I feel like the anime ripped us off. I mean, not that it's bad in the slightest, it's not. But there was so much more detail in the light novels, just mind-blowing. I mean, granted, it's like medium difference. There are different type of medium. You can fit a hell of a lot more into a book than you can a handful of 20-minute animated episodes, right? But still, there was just so much detail and more lore and world building that I was just mind-blown by how much there was and how badly I want to see it animated now. Yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed that, like, all the little details did not get into the anime. I understand why. It would take another 4 or 5 episodes, but, like, probably per season to fit into the things, but still, I want it. I really want it now. So, what I did, I took a ton of notes as I read, because I'm forgetful. So, this is kind of going to be like a secondhand reaction, I guess. So, apparently, in the game, Yggdrasil, or however you say that is, the damn tree that's in a billion video games, there were 2,000 job classes. How do you get 2,000 job classes? That's just, like, I've played my fair share of MMOs. I don't know how the hell you get 2,000 job classes into a game. I just don't, unless they're, like, super friggin', like, narrow classes. Like, longsword, and then there's greatsword, and then there's dagger, and all these other various classes. Just have to break down every single little thing. I just don't see how you get to 2,000 classes. And same with 700 races in it, too. That's just a mind-blowing number. I just don't know how they get there. But the really surprising thing for me, though, was when they said that the level cap on each class is 15. So you have to max out more than 6 classes to get to level 100. I was like, damn! That is a really fascinating and cool way to do it. So you could have you could do 3 warrior classes, and then do a couple in tank classes, and then have a couple healing classes as well. So you're like a freaking tank that can heal. I'm like, that's so freaking cool. I want that to be in a game. I want that as a real game because that would be awesome if they could do that. Let's see. Albedo with a wand and an orb. What? Hold on, that makes her sound like a mage, not a tank, because apparently she's a tank. When you have a wand and you have an orb, I'm sorry, that's not armor, that's not tanky, that is magey, magic casting, blast your face kind of thing. I don't buy that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. Let's see, what do I have written down next? Ainz can smell things. He breathes? Mind-blowing, I'm just shocked that he's a skeleton. He has no nose. He has no organs. He's a skeleton. I don't care if he's alive or not. You're a skeleton. You can't breathe. There's no breathing. Obviously, then you don't have lungs and you can't make a sound either. Beyond that point, he can breathe. He can smell things. He can smell smells. Like, what? How does... Okay, that changes everything from my point of view of his character. I don't know why. It just does. Just believe me. Let's see. Then the Colosseum was filled with golems. It was empty in the anime. I remember people commenting about this on my reactions. I understand why, because that'd be a hell of a lot of animating. But, Nazarick felt very empty. There was nothing there. It was just Ainz, the Guardians, and then the maids. And that's really about all they ever showed as far as characters in Nazarick when there's obviously a lot more characters there. They have an infinite number of zombies somewhere, and I'm sure they have a ridiculous number of Death Knights and all those other things wandering around in Nazarick. Where are they? Why were they not animated? I understand animation reasons, but still, I wanted to see them. Come on, guys. Let's see. Ainz' fear the Guardians might betray him. This was, I felt, a lot more pronounced in the light novel. There was a lot more discussion about it on how he was genuinely paranoid of bad things happening. That they could turn on him or they could leave him because he's not their leader or something. That he wasn't like their guy, you know, like he wasn't the one that created them. So they figured, oh, we just might leave him. But in reverse, the Guardians were afraid that Ainz was going to leave them because he was the last one left. So they had an extreme fear to do anything wrong, which, again, was shown in the anime, but I felt was a lot more well described in the first volume of the light novel. Let's see. Ara and Mare died in an invasion. I want to know more about this. I want to, what invasion? When did this happen? Why? I want to know. I want backstory on this. I want backstory on the damn game. I want to know more about the characters from the game. More of the members of Ainz Gul'dan. I want to know everything about that. And I feel I'm hurt that I don't know it all. Because it's such great information. Ara has the power to radiate buffs and debuffs. This was interesting. Because that was a very cool, I guess, scene or passage in the light novel where Ara was just naturally radiating the stuff off, and Ainz saw it and is like, "Holy shit! Like, what the hell? I might something might happen here. Something bad might happen." But he was immune to it. And then he's like, "Oh, I wanna test this, Ara. Use it again. Let's see what happens." And the fear shown by Ara was hilarious. I love the hell she's like, Are you sure you want me to do this? He's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's test. And they tested a lot of things, and that was very cool. I wish this was in the anime. Let's see. Then we move along to, if it wasn't obvious, this is in chronological order of things that happened as I read along. When Ainz told the Guardians that Sebas was the one doing the reconnaissance as to where the hell they ended up, they were completely shocked that he sent out someone that powerful to do the investigation. Normally, he sent out some little peon to do the investigation. No. He sent out Sebas, and they freaked out over that. And I don't think that was very apparent in the anime, but yeah, that was interesting. And then, when they bowed down to him, apparently Ainz's aura forcibly crushed them to the ground. That is awesome. That makes him total badass. Like, that he has that much power over them, because they're also level 100. So you wouldn't expect that to be the case, right? But apparently it was. Oh, funny little thing. They called Mare a trap. Friggin' died. I just about, it was so damn funny. I did not expect that to be written in the light novel, because I know that was not said in the anime. But yeah, they called Mare a trap, and I was like, that's perfect. I'm so glad they said that, because it's 100% the truth. Let's see. Oh, Demiurge. Not being able to say Dark Warrior Sama. He kept calling Ainz Momonga. Again, very funny, but he did not have that issue in the anime. The one that had that issue was Nabe later on, which I'm sure I'll get to when I get to volume 2. Or 3, or whatever volume that'll be in. Probably volume 2. But it was freaking Demiurge that had that issue. And it was very funny, because he kept stuttering along, switching halfway, very much like Nabe did in the anime. And I love that. Let's see. Ainz not able to cast magic while in the armor. Was this known? I do not remember if this was information that was told to us in the anime. I don't remember. I don't think it was, but if it wasn't, that would be good to know about, right? That when he's in his warrior form, yeah, he's just strictly a warrior, a mageless warrior. That changes things a little bit. Like, if he can't cast his friggin' grasp heart and, like, whoosh, crush somebody's heart, then that's kind of a thing, right? Let's see. Again, this is another thing I'm not sure if it was mentioned in the anime, but the reason Ainz wanted to give out the ring of Ainz Gul'dan to Mare and the others was because in Nazarick, he was the only one who had the power to teleport around. And so if others had the ring and could teleport around, it would make... Then nobody would know if he was the only one doing it, because then he could do whatever the hell he wanted. I laughed at that. It was pretty funny. We move along to... Oh, that's right, the invasion of the village. Henri punched a knight in the helmet. So right from the get-go, Henri was a total badass. And because, like, she became... throughout the seasons, one of my favorite characters by far. Early on, like, she just top of the list. She just, like, great start for her. Punching the knight in the helmet, that's badass. I mean, I don't care if it's a, like, even if you know you're gonna, like, die, like, that's just a ballsy move to make, you know? Punching a helmet, you're not gonna hurt them. You're gonna hurt your hand, you're gonna break your fist doing that. But she punched it anyways. Love it. Love it. Let's see. Oh, and then Ainz's concern as to why he didn't want to help out Carney Village, it wasn't so much that he didn't feel anything, it was because he was concerned that everyone else there might also be level 100. It's like, I do not believe this was mentioned in the anime either. But that is a damn good reason not to go in, right? Because if everyone else is level 100, and you just stroll through thinking you're going to wipe the floor with them, you got another thing coming. You're going to get your ass beat. So that makes sense. Now, like, that makes his paranoia and cautiousness a little more reasonable there, right? Because, yeah, you don't want to die like that. Let's see. So the Death Knight he made. A lot of stuff about the Death Knight. This Death Knight is super fascinating to me. Death Knights make Squire zombies. That's very cool. I don't know what the hell Squire zombies are, but they sound great, and I want a Squire zombie. I just like zombies. Death Knights have the ability to survive at 1 HP if they get, like, a killing blow. Again, very cool. What the hell is up with this Death Knight not disappearing? That's what I want to know, because after I'm jumping ahead now, but after Ainz and Albedo wipe out the Sunlight Scripture, and they go back, the knight is still there. Like, what? How? Why? That definitely didn't happen in the anime. Like, it was still there guarding the house where everybody was. That's just... What happened to this Death Knight? Did it disappear? Did it keep living? Did it continue to protect the village? I want answers to this. This is a big deal to me. Because, Death Knights are awesome. I love the hell out of Death Knights. Let's see. Then apparently, Ainzul Gown was a hated guild because they were PKers. Player killers. Yeah, I get that. That makes perfect sense, and it totally fits the guild. And then they described that using world-class items lowered your level. That is a super awesome way to have overpowered items in a game. Because, like, as the saying goes, the grind is real. Grinding for levels in a lot of MMOs is absurdly difficult to do. It takes a long time to grind to the highest levels. So, in order to use the most powerful things, your level drops. That's a hell of a restriction to using these things. And, my god, I just want this in, like, games. Can this be a real game, please? I would love to play this game. I want to know all about the game, and I want to play the damn thing. Let's see. Then, 8-Edge Assassin. Who the hell is that? What is that? I know that was mentioned at the funeral of this town when they buried everybody. Who and what is the 8-Edge Assassin? I want to know all about this because I didn't see any other mention of it. Interesting. Let's see. Oh yeah, Gazef, and everyone else were very worried of the Death Knight, and for good reason, because that thing just wrecked every single knight that was there, who slaughtered pretty much the rest of the town. So I would be wary of them too. Let's see, then we move along into the Sunlight Scripture battle. Apparently, I cannot say this guy's name, I'm going to butcher it. Nigan? Negan? I'm just going to go with Nigan. He had fought against the Blue Rose already and had been beaten. I'm like, is the Blue Rose, that didn't get mentioned until middle of Season 2? Season 3? God, it's been a long time. It feels like it's been 2 years since I watched the anime. But, yeah, that didn't get mentioned for a long time about the Blue Rose, and I was like, oh, interesting. That first off, the Blue Rose already fought the Sunlight Scripture and they crushed him. I'm like, yes, go Blue Rose. And then, this guy, who I'm not going to try to say again, I've butchered enough times, knew that Gazef had access to the country's heirlooms to wear, and that they could only beat him if he wasn't wearing them, which he was not. Again, this was not mentioned until... This was, I think, mentioned once in the anime at one point, before he wore them to the big fight at the end of the season 3. So it was interesting that they brought this up already. 8 Greed Kings. Who are these? What are they? I want to know more. I want more information. I'm sure I'll get into that in the next light novel. But, oh, and then, one of my favorite quotes. I don't know why I like it. I just love it. But, Gown Dono. You do not know either? Well, it is not wealth they seek. Then there can be only one other answer. Ainz and Gazef locked eyes. They must really hate you, Warrior Captain Dono. Yes, they want him dead. Anyways, moving along back to the battle. The Sunlit Scripture used mind control on the horses, and that is why Gazef got tossed off his horse. No mention of that in the anime. That's awesome to know that it was mind control and not just the horse freaking out, because that's what a horse does when running into battle. They don't want to be there. They don't want to die. They want to go that way, away from the battle, not into it. So, makes good sense as why the horse tossed them. Mind control, good. And as that battle with Ainz against the Sunlight Scripture, absurd battle. Love the hell out of it. That was, I thought, very well done. Compared very well to the anime, and was just amazing. And then, let's see, there was the summoned angels that they had. They had weight. That surprised me, that if you summon something that's angel and it's floaty and it's just like stuff in there, I wouldn't expect it to have that much weight. I'd almost think it'd be weightless because it's a magical type thing. But it weighs more than a human, and that shocked me that the angels would actually weigh something like that. You wouldn't have guessed that. The Dominion Authority Angel that was in that sealed crystal, I think, defeated a demon god 200 years ago and was capable of destroying a city. I'm like, damn, that's really strong. And that was what? God, what did they say it was? Level 70, level 80, somewhere in there? Or was it level 60? God, see, I don't even know. And it hasn't been that long since I read it. I already forgotten. Yeah, that's powerful. But Ainz just laughed at it, that it was like, this is all you got? Like, oh my god, so badass. And let's see, casting the spell to summon that angel costs money. Like, what? What? Are you kidding me? Really? There's a money cost to summoning something like that? That just... I don't understand that. I thought it would have, like, it would require a massive mana pool, and you have to have, like, 100 people with enough mana for that thing to take off and to come alive, so to speak. I wasn't expecting it to cost money. I did not expect money to be the mana equivalent in this world. And yes, Ainz was expecting much more. Yes, I already said that. Let's see. Another good quote. I will melt off your limbs with acid, cut off your genitals, and feed them to you as mincemeat. Then it will heal you and do it again. By the one and only lovely Albedo. Assuming that was said to some members of the Sunlight Scripture after they attacked Ainz. God damn, she's awesome. There was mention of a legendary monster, Landfall. What is this? Who is this? What? How powerful is this? I want information on this, because I have no damn clue. And apparently in the game, Yggdrasil, or whatever the hell it is, you could determine the strength of someone based on the color of their name. And I was like, ooh, that's another good way to figure out if, if something is a hell of a lot stronger than you or not. Like, that person's name is in red. Run the hell away. That person's name is green. You can beat them. Good job. Yeah, I love this, and I want this in more games, because that's very cool. Let's see. All of the Sunlight Scripture got sent back to Nazarick. And this was, I think... I don't not believe this was mentioned in the anime that this happened, but this was the first, I guess, like, real telling that Nazarick and Einzelgaun and everyone there, they're not really the good guys. They kind of like to torture and kill people. And this is the first real showing of that. I love it. Let's see. Then we got to the epilogue. And this was mostly new stuff, I think. If not all of it was new stuff. They experimented on the guys they captured. That's awesome. Love it. again, not mentioned in the anime, and I'm sad because I want to see the backside of Nazarick. I want to see what the hell they're doing in the background, the stuff that's not talked about, that's whispered in hushed tones. I want to know all about it. Ainz wants corpses. I have this in all caps because he wants to experiment, because he's a madman and he wants to test his zombie powers. And I love it. I want more zombies. And then a funny thing happened. Albedo got excited about marrying Ainz, as he did reject the thought after she brought it up. She has a one-track mind, and it's fantastic. And it ended with Demiurge and Albedo discussing with the others about Ainz's desire to take over the world. I don't recall this happening so early. Maybe it did. Maybe it happened around episode 3 or 4. I thought it happened at like end of season 1 or middle of season 2 or something. I just don't even remember. But all I know is it was a fantastic end of the first volume, and I love the hell out of the light novel. My God, it's... As much as I love the anime, and as great as it was, I think the light novel is infinitely better, and I can't wait to get the next volume. So yeah, that's my light novel review. Yeah, I hope it wasn't too terrible, and if it's fairly well received, might do another one in 3 months, 4 months, however long it takes me to get around to reading the next volume. Yeah, let me know what you thought. Answer my questions. Thanks. Bye.